Hello everybody, it's your TVC Emperor, and today I have for you a Aurra Sing review. This is my autograph of Michonne Bourrier, the actress who played Aurra Sing in the Phantom Menace movie. And she was very nice to meet, a very, very beautiful young woman. And let me tell you, she was so nice, and we really hit it off. We talked for a long time, and just a sweetheart of a woman. But yeah, this is the autograph. She wrote, "To Mike, the bounty is mine, Aurra Sing. Hugs and kisses, hearts, Michonne Bourrier." Yeah, so cool. I mean, she's one of my favorite bounty hunters as far as looks go. And let me tell you something. When she's not in makeup, she looks good, just as good. Believe me. Just a beautiful woman inside and out. And if you guys ever get a chance to meet her, I highly recommend it. She's so cool. But you didn't come to see the autograph, you came to see the figure. So let's take a look. Okay, here she is, the bounty hunter herself, Aurra Sing. And this is her on her speeder bike. This speeder bike came in a battle pack set. I believe it was a Toys R Us exclusive. If I'm wrong, please leave a comment and correct me. But I believe it was a Toys R Us exclusive battle pack. I believe it came with like Bosk, IG-88, Boba Fett, and Aurra Sing. The only thing is, it did not come with this Aurra Sing. This Aurra Sing is from the Vintage Collection. The Aurra Sing that battle pack came with was the one that you would see in the Power of the Force line, which is also a pretty good figure, just not as articulated. But yeah, but as you can see, it's a really cool speeder. It's got like a kind of almost looks like a Godzilla skull on the front of the speeder. This speeder is actually a swoop bike. So yeah, there are different kind of speeders. This one's definitely a swoop bike, and you can almost see her skimming along on the desert sands of Tatooine over the sand dunes, riding this baby. And it's got a lot of weathering. It's got just a cool design in general. I mean, it's really cool. It kind of reminds me of the swoop bike that came in the Shadows of the Empire line. You guys remember that? Um, yeah, so it reminds me of that a lot. In fact, in a second, let me go get it. I'll show you what I mean. Here you go. This is the swoop bike that was in the Shadows of the Empire line, and in a lot of ways, I wonder if it uses the same some of the same parts. I think it uses the same front piece. Yeah, looks really similar. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Shadows of the Empire one. And very similar to Aurra Sing's swoop bike, as you can see. So we'll put that aside. And let's focus on the Aurra Sing speeder bike. All right, let's see here. So here you can see, like I said, it looks very much like a Godzilla skull. Very similar to his face. And it's got the front part here. Looks really cool. Like I said, pretty good weathering, and you got the grill, which looks very worn and very used. Because we all know the George Lucas Galaxy was very used and had that very used look. A lot of people were criticizing the bikes from the Book of Boba Fett that the little gang was riding on, because they weren't, used looking. But I mean, if you really think about it, I mean, realistically, is everything in the galaxy going to be used looking? Like, I mean, there's got to be something that comes along off the assembly line. I mean, Look at the queen's Naboo. Look at their brand new looking ships and how shiny and new looking and sleek looking they were. So I kind of looked at that little gang as almost like a car gang, a car club gang, where they had, instead of cars, they had a bike gang, a bike club, where they had antique looking bikes because they looked pretty antique looking, but they kept them up. They kept them looking nice. So I looked at them as more of a bike club gang. So I don't see I never understood the whole criticism of it. All because it's George Lucas's universe, doesn't mean that everything has to look used. I mean, he proved that with the Phantom Menace with the Naboo, people. I mean, their stuff is very clean, neat, well kept. So was the Caminos. If you looked at the Caminos base, very sterilized, very beautiful, like clean and cleansed, and I just don't believe in that theory. But that's my own theory on it. I just looked at them as a biker club gang. So, but enough about them. But yeah, but this baby right here, this is definitely used. Very worn. Looks like she had put a lot of maintenance into keeping it functional. Kind of like Luke Skywalker's land speeder. You can tell that sucker, that was being kept alive for sure. But really, really neat looking. Very cool looking speeder. And it has a spot here where you could attach her rifle to, which I thought was really cool. It's got these pouches. Looks almost like a little sleeping bag that's rolled up on the back there. So she could maybe camp out in the Dune Sea, maybe, hiding from other bounty hunters who might be after her as well. Because I'm sure she was a wanted bounty hunter on several galaxy, planets and stuff herself. But yeah, very cool. So let's take a look at our dear Aurra Sing here. Put that down. And take a look at her. It's kind of an older sculpt mold, not as old as the Power of the Force one. So it's not going to have, I'm going to put this away because the camera likes to focus on things in the back and it takes away from things in front of it. But yeah, here's Aurra Sing. And yeah, it's like I said, it's an older sculpt. So it doesn't have as much articulation as you would think, as more the figures of today. But she has a pretty good movement in her shoulders, kind of like a swivel and bend at the elbows, which is good. There's no barbell hip action or anything like that. It's more of a swivel. She's got a swivel hip action. She does have a bend in the knees, which is cool. No articulation in the ankles. Yeah, that really is not a good thing when you're riding like a bike, but what are you going to do, right? She does have a swivel in the wrists, so that's cool. And she's got a lot of detail on her, though. I'll tell you that. Her face looks very, let me see here if I can get this. Looks very almost like zombie-like, or like a ghost. Very, very pale. I mean, her whole body is, but yeah, and she has this antenna that comes out of her head. So I wonder if she's part cyborg as well. Yeah, not really sure what her whole backstory is, but I find the antenna very interesting. Yeah, so that's cool. She's got some beads in her hair, some braids. Got very long hair. Kind of goes up in like a top knot. She's got really, really cool looking stuff on her backpack, like on her back there, on the back of her vest. It's really kind of like some cool looking cylinders there. I'm not sure what they are, but they look cool. She's got her, what do they call these things? holsters. She's got her belt buckle and got guns in there. A little warped on the end there, but all good. Yeah, so very, very cool. Cool looking blasters. And in there. It's got kind of like, almost like a gold chain and silver chain paint on her straps there. A really, really cool looking figure. I really like this figure a lot. And I love the character. I was talking to Michonne about her character for a while. And yeah, she was really hoping that she would be coming back as Aurra Sing. But, you know, she came back, but in the Clone Wars as an animated character. And it was played by someone else, unfortunately, because I really liked Michonne. But very, very cool. Cool looking figure. But yeah, that's our Aurra Sing review and speeder bike. Oh wait, well, hold on here. We got this also. This is really cool. In fact, this is like my favorite part of the whole figure. And for some reason, this did not come with the one that the re-release that they just came out with, the real scan face. You know, with and that's a shame, because this is one of the best parts of the whole figure, in my opinion. But Aurra Sing was known to kill Jedi. And in the past, she was a Jedi Knight. She was trained by the Dark Woman, a very mysterious character. If you want to know more about Aurra Sing and her journey with the Dark Woman, pick up a comic book. Look it up online and find out which comic it was. I believe it was an Aurra Sing miniseries comic, or an Aurra Sing comic book, but it was in that, and it was a really cool story. But Aurra Sing used to be a Jedi Knight herself, and she was trained by the Dark Woman, and I believe she tried to kill the Dark Woman later on. But I'm not going to spoil anything, but it was a good, really good comic. I highly recommend it. But like I said, she used to kill Jedi Knights, so naturally she would take their lightsabers. But unlike General Grievous, she would sell these bad boys on the black market and get a pretty good penny for them, because lightsabers on the black market are very, very expensive and very rare. So there you go. Very cool. Very cool looking. But yeah, so that's my vintage collection figure of Aurra Sing. I hope you enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more reviews coming up. Please like and subscribe. And that's my Aurra Sing tribute video figure review, because I just love the character so much. So I figure I'd do all her stuff in one video for you guys. So there you go. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.